Well, good morning, Yuriki. In case you don't know, my name is Yuri, and I'm making and posting these videos for myself as well as for anyone else that might find this content useful. And I've started doing that for two very specific reasons. Firstly, I basically just got fed up watching YouTube videos or prediction YouTube videos and not getting what I'm looking for. Spending hours and hours of watching videos, getting told that the price will go up or down maybe today, uh, seeing what car you just bought, being told what you predicted last month, last year, which was correct at that time, uh, staying in countries, on holiday, in hotels, things like that. That is not what I'm looking for, and as far as I'm concerned, does not really paint a very realistic expectation of of prediction videos. Neither do I want to see danger entitled and emergency entitled videos because, as far as I'm concerned, I wanted to know about the danger beforehand and I wanted to be prepared for it. I don't want to see an emergency or a danger video after it has already happened. And secondly, I also wanted to rate myself on the content that I am doing. I wanted to rate myself on my previous video. I want to better myself as a trader with an accurate percentage rating of what was predicted correct and what was not. Now, with that said and done, and with understanding that this is not financial advice and that I cannot be held responsible or accountable for any of this content, which is my own opinion and my own views, let's jump right into this. Yuriki. So, it was yesterday morning, around about the same time as it is now. It is currently 26 minutes past 4 in the morning. It was over here where I drew the vertical line. Uh, Price at that stage was 26,365. 26,365, and that's basically more or less where my position is. At that stage, I had a look, I drew my triangles. That is basically my own triangle that works for me, or a type of triangle resemblance that works for me. And I said that I believed that the price would go down yesterday. I said I believe the price could go down as low as 27,300. Let's have a look. I had the video over here. The price did go down uh, twice quite reasonably. So if you it went down to 2028, let's call it 067. It went down again 28 100, so that would have been not a massive but like a $200 change in price at that stage. It did also go the other direction, but it did come down. So as far as going down, it was more or less correct. Nothing spectacular. Basically, if I look at, I said that on my own position. At that stage, I was not in a position yesterday morning. I said that I would wait for the price to come down to 27,300, which was more or less over here, where I will go into a long. Um, Sort of went a little bit, not even with my own recommendation over there, because at this stage, I got the feeling that I should maybe just rather go into a short, which I did, but as you can see, not much changed on that one either. Price at this stage, it's basically more or less exactly the same as it was yesterday. It just went up a couple of seconds ago. It was 28,365 when I made the video. Yesterday it was like 28,390 when I started making the video this morning. It's now 24,6. So it's pretty much exactly the same. So I can't call this a win or a lose really. I'm just gonna stay with neutral on this one, even though the price did come down from what I said. It was a little bit of up moving candles as well, so I cannot call that a win, and I'm not going to take that as a win either. I want to be realistic on this one. So where does that give me or put me with my track record? I have now made 23 videos in total and posted 23. Of that, 15 of them was correct, 6 was neutral, 2 was wrong, and that basically gives me a percentage rating this morning of 91.30% accuracy, predicting correctly. So what do I think is going to happen today? Let's start with what's going on right now. Price is 28 for, let's call it 460, which is basically over here. I still expect from my triangles that I've drawn and that I have got a lot of faith in, I believe that the price is going to come down. I believe the price still has the potential, just like yesterday, to go down to about 27,300. On my current position, I'm currently in a short 28,350. What I will do on that one is I'm going to add to that short. I will put in another, I will add to my short at 28,500. I'll add a little bit more. And then depending on if it does go higher, I would add more to my short, because that will mean that my entry price of 28,350 will move up, and eventually it will be easier for me to take, to either break even or to make a profit. If I was not in a trade today, what would I do? I would, the best and the most, yeah, the best and the safest thing to do would actually be to wait for a 4-hour candle close either above or below these lines before you actually start doing anything. If you go before you go into a trade, really. If the price, if you get a 4-hour close, let's say below 28,350, if it breaks this line, I'll go in a short at 28,350. If I get a 4-hour close below that. If I get a 4-hour close above this line over here, let's call it 25,550, I would go into a long at 25,550, and I would then sell that position or get out of that position at 29,600. That is what I would have done on that one. If I was not in a position and I did have a little bit of money to my disposal for in case the price does not go where I want it to go, I would currently go into a short. I would short 28. It's more or less the same. I would currently short 28,450, depending for the price to go down. Possibly to sell and get out of that position at 27,350. And then if the price does go up, I'll add to that short every $100 that the price does go up, just to make sure that my entry price moves higher and that it gives me a better chance of just breaking even. So with that, Yuriki, let's end of this video. Yuri's 4 golden rules for trading. Don't get emotional about your trades. You cannot control the market. You cannot change what is happening on the market. Don't act out when a trade goes wrong. Prepare for what might happen and accept for what you can't change. Number 2, never play with more than you can afford to lose. Every trade has got risk attached to it. If you can't afford to lose it, then don't enter the position at all. Number 3, never enter a position with everything that you've got at the same time at your disposal. Go into intervals, just in case the price does go the other direction. And by doing that, your entry price will also change, and which will give you a better chance to get out of your position by breaking even or with a small profit. Number 4, by putting in a take profit, take as much profit as you can, as many times as possible. Rather enter the same trade 5 times than losing everything at once. And lastly, Yuriki, for today, trust the triangle, trust the lines. I am out.